Hello and welcome. This is not your typical Warhammer Wednesday video. It's a complete edition that I wanted to make this week. It's basically a behind the scenes video just to provide some insight as to what goes into these videos, the time it takes, things like that, just in case you're thinking about getting into it. And I'd advise anyone to get into it. I find it very rewarding. I think it's a learning curve, so you'll learn new skills. It's a huge learning process. It's a learning process for me. I always sort of reiterate that I don't do it for a living. It's just a hobby, and it's sort of a hobby about my hobby. What I'll do is I'll kind of go through some of the steps and things that's happened today. It's my typical sort of Saturday where I dedicate most of my Saturday to making the videos. One of the videos I make is my Saturday pre-order video where I talk about the pre-orders that Forge World have put up on their store on the Friday, and also the pre-orders that Games Workshop put up on their store on the Saturday morning. So it is now 3:10. I've been making these videos, editing them, uploading them. I've also been updating my Instagram and putting photos and things on there, and I've been doing my unboxings and so on. So yeah, it's 3:10 and I've just finished my final video. I've been doing this since 9 o'clock this morning, so that's 6 hours worth today, and that's everything from checking the channel, monitoring the channel, making sure everything's ready, receiving the new releases, and then going in and recording all the footage, and as I say, editing and things like that. So the core of what I've done today is complete. I'll go over to my desk and I'll show you what else I've been doing there. Okay, so now I'm back at my desk. If you've been with the channel since 2014, so almost 3 years ago now, you may or may not know that I use a Mac computer and I use Final Cut Pro. You don't have to use that. You need to use a Mac. You can just use a decent laptop. They're more than capable of running sort of free editing software like Sony Vegas and the Windows Movie Maker, things like that. So you don't have to use any of that. So I'm back in my sort of editing area, and I've just been going through a video, lots of cuts and things, lots of edits to get rid of my ums and ahs and all the rest of it, and putting a little bit of effects and things like that. So I've just finished exporting that, and that is now uploading. It's saying it's going to be 36 minutes remaining. Then it's got to process it as well after it does that. And I'm fortunate that I'm in the UK, so my internet is pretty fast. It's fibre optic. It still would be nice if it could upload in sort of 5 to 10 minutes, but it depends how long the video is, of course. If you're looking at a video, this video is what, 10 minutes long, and it's going to take about 36, well, let's call it 40 minutes to upload, plus the processing time, probably 45 minutes to 50 minutes. When I first started YouTube 5 years ago, I was looking at 2.5 hours minimum to upload, just for a 10-15 minute video, which was just, I'd have to set it to upload and just go away and do things and all the rest of it for like 2.5-3 hours. It was a nightmare. But since then things have got a little bit better here in Norfolk. So this video, after about 40 minutes or so, we're now sat at yeah, almost 4 o'clock now on the Saturday, and let's just say we've got another hour because I'll be checking my YouTube. It's not so much the time it takes to record and edit and export and upload, it's also the time in between, and also checking the channel, checking the Instagram, checking the comments, reading the comments. It's all the extra things that you do outside of your channel too that take the time. So we're looking at about 5 o'clock until I start using up my weekend for my own time, and what that means is I can start painting my Death Guard, which I really want to do, and it means that I can start gluing and putting together my Typhus. Now, I'm not trying to make a point at all. I've just given you like a little glimpse of behind the curtain of kind of what's involved and how much time it takes. I mean, a video is uploading right now, but I'm using the time effectively by making another video. With the other uploads that didn't take that long today, I was using the time to edit a video. So you can manage your time quite effectively like that. The whole purpose of this video isn't to make a point, it's just to outline what sort of goes into a channel and making videos and sharing the hobby with people. I could quite easily not have made any videos today. I could have quite easily opened all the boxes, glued the models, sprayed them, and I could sit down this evening and paint them. So there has to be a bit of sacrifice with your time, especially if you work full time and overtime and things like that. But it's a worthwhile thing to do. You're giving something back to the community, you're sharing your passion for the hobby with the community, and it's a great position to be in. So if there are any questions about any of this process that you want me to go through, please do put it in the comments below. This was just a sort of behind the scenes look at sort of channel Sup3rSaiy3n. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.